this is Mandy Agnew from Farmers Better A2, and today I'm speaking with Kate DiPrima, our nutritionist and dietitian. Our topic today is why choose our Farmers Better A2 protein milk products. I hope you enjoy it, and please know that our hearts go out to you as we navigate through this pandemic together. Stay safe and be well. So, Kate, at Farmers Better A2, we are all about using A2 protein milk in our products, and obviously there's some great science behind that, and it can be a little bit tricky to wrap your head around. And so I thought this would be a really good conversation to have with you today. And so my understanding is that in the past, cows were predominantly A2 protein milk producing beasts.
Beautiful beasts with lovely eyelashes.
Lovely eyelashes. And over time, just through natural selection and through our desire to increase our volume, we've ended up with cows that are actually more of a mixture of the A2 and A1 protein. And so I guess the majority of the milk that you buy off the shelf now is actually a combination of A1 and A2. And we are only using milk from A2 protein producing cows. And we're very lucky because we have those happening here in Victoria, good old cows in Victoria. And so I thought maybe we could talk about what's the benefit for us to be drinking milk from the A2 only cows?
Well, look, in cow's milk, you've got different types of proteins, and the main protein is called casein, and that's kind of that chunky sort of part of, like, if you look at a cottage cheese, for example, the chunky part is the casein and the watery part is the whey. So the lovely cows that you were talking about, they produce a protein called the A2 beta casein protein. Now, the cows that have both the A2 and the A1 beta casein protein, when that protein's digested, there's a point on the amino acid chain that when it's digested and the proteins are broken down into what we call little peptides and amino acids ready for digestion, one peptide that's produced from the cows that have the A1 and A2 beta casein is called, and sorry, here comes more science, beta casomorphinate with number 7, which is a BCM7. Its peptide has, and they've found, scientists have actually discovered and found and tested that it has inflammatory properties and can produce some discomfort in some sensitive bellies, or sensitive or non-sensitive can cause some discomfort. And some have actually found similar symptoms to that of something like lactose intolerance, so gas, bloating, wind, etc. Now, the A2 beta casein protein milk that the Farmers Better A2 produces, that doesn't happen. That peptide is not produced when that protein is broken down. So look, the A2 beta casein protein can be, that milk can be consumed by anybody. Like, you don't have to have a windy belly or etc. But if you do, it might be worth sort of, investigating if you are one of the sensitive little tummies. And especially those little friends of ours that live in our homes, our little ones, if they are having gurgling and winding, they may not have lactose intolerance, they may just be sensitive to the BCM7 peptide that's produced from the digestion of the A1 beta casein protein.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I really like the idea of, you're just taking one of the extra loads off of our digestive system so that anybody can benefit from having the Farmers Better A2 milk. And yeah, I think it's a really, I guess it's just like anything else. We understand that perhaps too much wheat is going to upset us. So maybe a little bit is okay, but if you have too much. Isn't that kind of that same thing when we're talking about the A2, that we're ingesting the same beautiful milk that we're getting in any kind of form, and we're getting all the beautiful nutritional benefits of it, but we're just taking one of those potential hard-working elements off of our bowel. Would that be a tricky statement?
Yeah, and if you're sensitive to it, absolutely, it's an inflammatory process. So I guess you know, as a dietitian, I am a bit of an investigator, trying to work out why people have, you know, some symptoms. And you know, if you try it and you feel fantastic, well, you know, continue. Absolutely. People are looking for different products to remove symptoms that they might have, and you know, we've got lots of different milks out there. But, you know, this is another one that we now, science has proven that there are sort of products from digestion that can cause some sort of problems in sensitive guts.
Yeah, beautiful. Got it. Fantastic. Milk is good for everybody.
It's great. It certainly
A2.
is. Absolutely.
A2.
And what would we do? What would we do in our coffee if we didn't have it?
All right. Thank you so much, Kate. That's made it a lot simpler to understand. Appreciate your time.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mandy.